What's up, YouTube? This is Brian Pfeiffer, aka the Marketing Meathead, and today I'm going to show you how I went from around 10,000 followers a year ago to over 50,000 followers today. All right, welcome back. So this is the Instagram method that I've been using for the last year. I kind of got serious with Instagram around January of last year, February, and I said, you know what, I'm going to go all in on Instagram. I'm going to buy some tools. I'm going to work on my accounts. Now, I said 50,000. It's actually almost 55,000 as of today or yesterday when I did the numbers, and that's over a number of different accounts. Now, keep in mind, I am not like a pretty girl that's flashing a thong, showing my boobs, all that kind of stuff. Now, that's going to get maybe your account banned, or it's going to really grow your account quickly. These are like legit businesses that I own, Halloween events, New Year's events, bachelor party companies, bachelorette party companies, my personal Instagram, my info product company, which is Marketing Meathead, and my blog, all together, okay? I'm going to show you the numbers here real quick just so you see I'm legit, and I'll show you some proof so you understand that I'm actually know what I'm talking about here. All right, so these are all my Instagrams, and this is where I was a year ago, okay? Some of these I had just started in like January of last year, this bachelorette party, so I went from 0 to 6,000. This New Year's Eve party, I went from 208 to 2,700. Halloween, 358 to 1950. This one I just started, 5 people to 7,500. 127 to 44. This one was at 1,500 roughly, and I grew it to 10,000. I just hit 10,000 last night on Marketing Meathead, which is cool. So now I can actually swipe up with links, which is really important for my business when I launch my product here in the next month or so. Okay, Surreal events. This one's been on fire. Was around 5,700 a year ago. Now at 13.4 and growing like really fast. And of course, my personal one, Brian Surreal, I've doubled that in a year, basically 42.65 to 8,443, and growing nicely. Now, the thing with Brian Surreal is I don't do as much posting on that. That's only kind of when I'm out, when I'm doing stuff personally. I don't have a system really in place to post on that, so I'm considering adding that for 2019 to grow that one faster, because the other ones are growing at such an exponential rate. Why not grow my personal one faster too? And I'm going to show you all the tricks here, everything that I've done in the last year to go from 12,000 here to 55,000. Let me just show you a couple of my profiles here, just so you see I'm not BSing. Here's Surreal. This is a 13.4. Let's go to Brian Surreal, which is my personal here. This one's at, as of today, 8,443. Yep, that's exactly what I have on the sheet. Here's the other one, Marketing Meathead, and Marketing Meathead, and this is my one. I just hit 10,000 yesterday, literally yesterday, so that was cool. And then this is another one that I love, Vegas. Let's see, this one's Vegas VIP. Let me see if it comes up here. Services. This one here. This one I started from 0 last January to 75.22. So incredible growth. That's fantastic for a business. I mean, that's like that's a business. Okay, we're not like showing any kind of nudity or thongs or anything. We went from 0 to 7,500, and we're gonna hit 10K on this one probably in the next month or two. And at the rate it's growing, and we'll be able to swipe up our website and whatnot, and push packages and whatnot on that, and have this become a nice lead generation tool for us. The whole idea with these Instagrams is to generate leads. Now, as we're growing this, and I'm going to show you the method, I'm going to show you all the tools, how they work in this video, and as we're growing, we get a lot of spam, so there's a lot of crap that comes through into the DMs and whatnot, so you got to filter that out. But you do get some good leads in there, so you got to go through it kind of every day. I have a VA that does my posts and whatnot. I'm going to show you the tool she uses, and I'm actually getting ready to hire another person here in February that's going to go through and start cleaning up the DMs. I've been doing it myself, but it's time consuming. I probably spend about an hour a day with this many accounts cleaning up the DMs, going through and commenting and stuff. One of the keys that's driven my success is that, and made these like power profiles now, is I'm active on them. I'm commenting on stuff. I'm liking. I'm sharing. We have tools that are doing some auto comments and whatnot, and auto DMs. I'm going to show you all that. but I still do it manually and personally, and basically make sure the algorithm knows that I'm an active user, and it gives me some more love in the algorithm and whatnot. As you can see here, we've added some stories and whatnot when we're out, making this look like a real legit profile. Here's let me see the Bachelorette one, Bachelor at Vegas. And where's it at? This is me here. And this one here, see how we got some nice stories making us look real legit. And this one's right at 6K, which, here we're right at 6,000 here. So 5988, we're going to hit 6,000 tonight. So let's get started. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to give you the whole system here. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you everything that I do on a daily basis, my VA and myself, to get these accounts. Basically, we 5x'd them, basically. Not quite 10x'd, but basically 5x'd them from roughly 12,000 to 55,000 in less than a year. That's 5x. So I'm sure you're interested in learning how to 5x your accounts, legit business type of accounts that actually drive leads and make us money. So let's go ahead and get started. You will want to, let's see here. This is actually the wrong slide here. Let's go on to this one. All right, so here is the, let me get this on the full screen here so you guys can see this. All right, boom. All right, so the first tool I'm going to tell you guys about is called HopperHQ. HopperHQ is what we use for our posting and getting all our images and everything squared away ahead of time, so that everything's kind of on cruise control. Now my VA does this. It's not something I have time to do, unfortunately, but she does. And let me take a look at the software here. So here's Surreal Events. This is my biggest one. These are all the stuff that's in the queue. These are going to go out today. These are going to go out tomorrow. Just cool images. We find this stuff. Some of these images I take. Some of them we find online. We do a combination of that. But the cool thing about Hopper is you can see we got all the accounts on here. They all have posts scheduled. She handles all these postings. She puts the hashtags in. She does everything. And so let's go back to Surreal here so I can show you kind of like the analytics. This is a cool tool. I will put an affiliate link for this below. If you do buy it through my link, I do make a small commission, which does help pay for this channel, and I would appreciate that. And let's take a look at the history here. You can go in and you can see what's been published. You can look at the analytics, and you can see everything. It's a pretty cool tool. This shows the new followers. This is all in the last 30 days, so you can see the explosive growth we're getting. And you can go in and look at the how each post is kind of doing to get an idea of the stuff that is working, and make improvements on your posts. You can take a look at your audience demographics, that kind of stuff. All that stuff's in here. It's just easy. Most of the stuff you can look on Instagram and get as well, but this is nice just to have it all in one dash where she can go in and set it all up and manage multiple accounts without having to go on to actual Instagram and log on and off each account. You can do all the accounts from right here. Boom. It's just real nice and easy, and it's just convenient for us to use HopperHQ. So that's what we use for our scheduling of our posts and whatnot. We are posting on the accounts that are growing the best around 3 times a day. Okay, that's kind of the number. I think more the better. If you can actually have time, if you're only managing 1 or 2 accounts, maybe go 5 times a day, you're going to grow even faster. Generally, Instagram seems to have love for people that are posting more. If you're adding stories on a regular basis, if you're adding posts, if you're going on there, you're commenting, you're actually being social, you're replying to your messages, all that stuff's going to play into the algorithm and give you more love and help you grow at a faster rate. So that is HopperHQ. Now, the next thing I would recommend is go on to, if you have an iPhone, you can actually go on to the App Store and download this program called Captivate. Now, Captivate's pretty cool. It allows you to go and follow and unfollow. Now, if you don't have an iPhone, you can actually do a similar type of thing with the next thing I'm going to talk about, which is Follow Adder. But with an iPhone, I like to use Captivate, and I recommend going with the Pro version, which is with the cloud service on Apple. What I like about Captivate here, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up and kind of show you how it works and walk you through it so you understand how it works. It's a little bit tricky, but once you do it a few times, it's real easy. So Captivate here. Let me get this thing on the full screen, and there we go. All right, so we're in Captivate here, and the main thing that Captivate does is it just follows and unfollows people, okay? So what you want to do here is, let's go out of this. There's a pretty girl. Now, say, for example, the max amount of people you can follow is 7,500, and for most people, the less people that they're following, it looks better, okay? But in order for this method to work, you're going to have to follow people, and then you're going to want to unfollow people. Now, you can go in and whitelist, like, for example, on this particular profile, if I wanted to whitelist somebody on here, let me see if there's somebody on here that I know that I want to whitelist. Right off the bat, I'm not seeing anybody. It's kind of slow because I got it plugged into the computer here. But let's see. It's real easy to go in and whitelist your friends, the people that you want to keep on the as a follow. You want to have them. You want to keep following them. Okay, here, let's whitelist her, and then you just click on that person, and then you go actions, and then you just click add to whitelist. Okay, and then that person's added to the whitelist. Now, if you go to you want to look at the people that are that are following or that you're following, and you want to just remove. There's a setting in here where you can take for the follow filter here. There it is, follow filters. And you can hide users that follow you. You can hide users that you've already followed. And you can hide private profiles. For the unfollow filter, you can do, hide your whitelisted users and whatnot. So basically, if you're up to 7,500 or getting close, you're going to want to unfollow some people. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. All right, so here's the people that I'm following. So we're going to unfollow these people. Let's just go ahead and select about 400. If you scroll up, it usually batches in about 200. You'll notice on the bottom right here, 202, it's going to batch another 200 right now if it's working properly. Sometimes being plugged in the computer doesn't. Okay, it grabbed roughly another 200. Let's grab another couple hundred. Let's see what it does. And boom. All right, this should be around 500 or so, 530. Okay, so now we're just going to select all. All right, so quick select and then select all. All right, so I hit the quick select here, and then when you populate it, it said select all, okay? And then you want to do actions, and you want to unfollow, and then I'm going to add these to the cloud queue here, okay? Add to the cloud queue, and now over the next day or so in the cloud, I'm going to unfollow 530 people. So that's going to free up some more space for me to follow people, okay? So that's how you unfollow people. Now, if you want to follow people, which is you want to do that at the same time, just go to find a profile that is related to your niche. In my example, this is my personal profile here, Brian Surreal. So I do a lot of nightclub stuff. So let's go to Omnia Nightclub. We'll follow them. We'll go to their followers right in the middle here. Click on followers. This is Omnia's followers now. And we're going to go ahead and let's load in a couple hundred here. Let's load in about 300 or 400. And you just scroll down, and then it automatically populates roughly another 200. Okay, so we got 395. Notice 395 people. We're going to quick select that. We're going to select all, and then we're going to do an action, and we're going to do a follow. So now we're going to follow, and you can either add these to the local queue and have it. You can do it at night while you're sleeping in like night mode, or you can add them to the cloud queue. I typically like to run this at night, so that way I know I do it every night. So I'm always constantly, I call it my Instagram farm. I got so many accounts and devices going at night while I'm sleeping. So I constantly like to farm while I'm sleeping. So I'm going to go ahead and add to the local queue. All right. And now in order for the program to follow, you got to go into the actual settings here before you go to sleep. And you want to go into this night mode here. All right. And then notice how we have 636 people in the pending actions right here. Okay, that means those people are sitting in the queue ready to be followed. And while you're sleeping at night, you just click start, and now voila, executed actions. About whatever you set it up here as. I got it set up as, here, I'll show you what my settings are. I've never had a problem with any accounts getting shut down recently. I started a new account about a year ago, and I started playing with all this stuff right when it was brand new and it got shut down. But with these more seasoned accounts, I haven't had any kind of problems. I'm getting some messages here. Sorry about that. All right, so let's take a look at the settings here for night mode. We got max batch actions. That's 40. So that's at the default. So that's going to do 40 actions, I guess, within an hour or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. All right, and then you can see the activity. And you can see the statistics recently, and it shows all that. But I just keep this thing set at 40 as a default, and I haven't had any problems. Okay, so that's how you follow and unfollow people on Captivate. This method works really good for growing the accounts on a regular basis, along with the posts. of doing like 3 times a day, and the using the Captivate, the posts on HopperHQ, the Captivate. I think the pro version's like $10 for like a one-time fee. It used to be like $3 or $4, but I think they raised it. One of my girlfriends, I was setting her up with this particular program, and I think I noticed the price was like $9.99 or something. It was a little bit more than it was. I'm not surprised. It's a pretty good program, and they could definitely get away with charging a little more for this because it is so useful for growing the accounts. But I think it's just a one-time fee. And that cloud service is money. Now, you could do this in the cloud too, but I prefer to just do it at night. That way, every night I know it's actually working. If you put stuff in the cloud, you kind of forget about it, and you might go 2 or 3 days without, adding the adding more people into the follow mode. And if you forget, it's like nothing's really happening. So I like to do it every night so I don't forget. Okay, that's why I do it like that. So you can do it like that, or you can do the cloud mode. It doesn't matter. But that's how you work with Captivate. So that's Captivate. Now, if you have an Android phone and you can't use a Captivate, they have a Captivate where I think you can unfollow people, but I don't think you can follow people for the Android devices. It's a different. The program's a little bit different for whatever reason. I have an Android here, but I don't even use Captivate with that anymore. I just use all my accounts on iPhone now. But you can also use this service this software called Follow Adder. Now, Follow Adder here is a really handy tool. I love it. And I know some of you guys that watch this channel have actually bought this through my link, so I do appreciate that. I do have a link for this below, and if you buy it through my link, I do make a small affiliate commission, which does help drive the channel, so I appreciate that. But what I use this for mostly is I have 2 accounts turned on. I'm going to ramp this up a little bit. I'm going to start using it on all these accounts as I start to grow here and get someone else to help me, because the way this thing works is actually drives a DM right into somebody that follows you use account, which is really nice because it's actually really helping grow my YouTube channel. Let me show you my defaults. So I'm only using it on 2 accounts right now, but I'm going to use it on more. Now, my VA uses this software on another device we have, and she sets it up for commenting, liking. You can follow and unfollow. You can do so much stuff with this particular software. It's really useful. Me personally, I just use it for DMs for these 2 accounts, but my VA uses the same software, the same license to do a whole bunch of other stuff, like, comment, share, auto comments, and likes. It just makes you look like you're super active on all these profiles, which helps them grow exponentially. You can see I 5x'd all my profiles in 1 year. That's amazing. For somebody that's not like a hot girl and doesn't really go out and post like cool pictures of vacations and stuff, we just post stuff we find online. I take some of the pictures, and we're just, our accounts are literally blowing up, and we're growing at a nice pace. So let me show you how this works for the DMs. This software, if you do buy it, it comes with a bunch of tutorials, and, just go through the tutorials. They're not long, and it'll show you how to use all this stuff. I'm not a pro at it, but I know how to do the few things I need to do on it, which is perfect. So I'll show you what I do, and that's all we need to know. So you just go into accounts here. I'm going to go into Brian Surreal, and it's got some statistics and stuff, and you can see I'm a fairly active account. Obviously, the algorithm sees what this is seeing. The main thing I use this for is I go in and I do the direct messages, the thank you DM, okay? And notice here I got a delay between 10 and 30 minutes between the DMs, and I do a max of 20 per day. I haven't had any problems with these accounts getting shut down or anything, so I want to keep it kind of like least spammy as possible. And then and basically anybody that's followed me in the last 2 days, this is going to get a DM, okay? And the way the DM works, it's kind of like attached to a photo. And let's see here if I can get this to work. So view my photo list. Okay, so here is my photo that I uploaded. And when you add a photo here, basically what it does is, I'll show you what it looks like in the actual DM. Let me go into my Instagram here. And this is my Instagram. And let me see if there's one. Okay. All right, so the way this works is this DM just basically sends this, okay? So it just, it's a picture of me, and then it's got a message. Now what sucks is for some reason you can't put a clickable link in here. So what I do on my Marketing Meathead one is I go ahead and put the link for my YouTube, because I'm trying to get people to go from Instagram to YouTube. That's the main thing I'm trying to grow right now is my YouTube. And I put the YouTube link, subscribe link, in my bio. So then in my Marketing Meathead one, I say, hey, people, go to my link, click my bio to join my YouTube. I drop value, blah, 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 and try to get people to jump over to my YouTube, which actually does work. I get a number of subscribers every day from this method. And Then what I do here, I go through manually and I send people after they've gotten that first DM, like later in the day, I'll send them an actual message. I appreciate you following me. And then I put the clickable link and I'm getting some people to click over from that. So this is a manual process, which sucks, but they got the first message and the second message. So they kind of know I'm like a legit person. And then that's it. I get some replies once in a while. Now for this particular profile, I don't have the bio link. I have my hosting company in there because this profile is more to do with my nightclub stuff. So I don't have my YouTube channel in there right now, but I'll consider changing it, but we'll see. Right now I don't have that. So I could tell people in this DM to go ahead and peep my bio, and that would get them over to the YouTube without having to actually do this secondary message. But I'm just playing around with stuff, experimenting. But it does work. I've been getting some new YouTube followers from Instagram, getting people to go from one platform to the other. And that's what I use Follow Adder for. My VA does it here. You can see all this stuff that you can do on here. It's pretty robust software. It's not that expensive either. And you can do like, all different kinds of follows, unfollows. You can do photos. You can like, comment. There's so many different things you can do on this. I don't use it to its max personally, but my VA has it loaded up with all kinds of stuff. So if you're busy like I am and you don't have a lot of time to mess around, this is kind of like a one-time set it and type of forget it thing. So you set it up, you make sure it's up and running. It runs on your computer while you're sleeping and 24/7 basically, and it's constantly just doing stuff on your Instagrams, making your accounts look super active, which in the Instagram algorithm's eyes is what they like to see, to give you love and put you in other people's feeds. So how can I improve on Instagram in 2019? Well, I think that we could post more than 3 times a day. We could go to maybe 5 quality type of posts, images. We could definitely do more stories. I'm hoping when I get the new person on my team in February, I'm going to be doing a lot more stories and stuff, because stories is really hot right now. A lot of people aren't even looking at the feeds anymore. They're just going through and looking at the stories. So I need to have someone to kind of like help me out with all that. I just don't have the time to sit here and just babysit everything, but she can help me with the stories and capture kind of like life on the go and fun stuff and different stuff. And just overall, you just need to be social. Instagram is a social platform. The whole idea of Instagram is to be sociable. And I think the window of opportunity for Instagram is right now. Okay, Facebook eventually is going to turn Instagram into another Facebook type of situation where, for many, many years, they were growing those fan pages and you could do a post on your fan page and got all this organic reach. And then, boom, overnight, all it is like just a very little amount of reach, 1 or 2% tops, and the rest of the stuff just goes by the wayside, and Facebook runs their ads in the feed, and that's just kind of what happened to the fan page is. And I think you're going to start to see that with Instagram over time, is you're going to not get these this high reach from these large profiles. But while you're have the opportunity to grow these things, the time is now to grow them, because right now you can still get that reach and get a little bit of love from the algorithm and grow these accounts at a faster clip. So hopefully you guys learned something today, and if you did, I would appreciate a comment below. Let me know if you have any methods for me to try on Instagram. I'd love to hear them. And if you like what you saw today, I would appreciate the comment below, and go ahead and like and share this video with your friends. I'm really trying to grow this channel. I'm putting out quality content. This is what's working right now. I got the numbers to prove it, and hopefully you guys did learn something today. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and leave me a comment below. I'd like to welcome you as well. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Bang that notifications bell. I am the Marketing Meathead. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.